For the love of baby boomers, this is Dolores Clybert, your host, and this podcast is for the people of the boomer age from 61 to 80 and everybody else as well. Today we have a show that's very, very important, and we have a guest. And we also have a co-host. I can't forget the co-host. And who is she?
Erica Carmichael.
Oh, I love it. I love it. She's going to say, stop that. But yes, seriously, we have a show on scams and scammers. And we have this show because so many people get caught in situations, and it's not just the boomers. Let's correct this. It's a lot of people who get caught up in scams, right?
Exactly.
And our guest today is Patricia Dorado. She's a returning guest. Woo!
Thank you.
And she's going to talk to us about this topic, and I think she has something in mind specifically. But let's start the show. Welcome, Pat. Talk to us.
Hello. Well, thank you for having me. I do want to talk to people about scams because I've seen so many people getting really just their money stolen, their whole life savings, and there's nothing you can do. You're just out the money.
Wow.
And it's really sad, and it comes down to a lot of fear. And people are just so afraid, and they act. And I want to warn them.
Meaning a lot of fear before they get scammed or after?
When they get the call, they're afraid this person might be telling the truth. And if I don't do what they say, it may be worse. Yeah. And just believe them. And then come to find out that they've lost all their life savings. They have no retirement.
So the scammers are using a tactic that scares the person that they want to scam from.
Yes.
Some kind of way, maybe emotionally or something
fear,
like that.
Or another big one is the romance scams. And that's very sad. There's that many lonely people. They're willing to just hand over their money for someone to keep talking to them, and they just want to believe this person is real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of stories like that.
Yes.
And it's not just one sex. It's men and women who get
both.
scammed,
Yes.
right?
Yes, it is. And the sad thing is that once you have given them your money, whether you take it out of your bank account or off your credit card, you have given them a gift, and you were frauded. But your bank account and your credit card was not frauded because you willingly gave them your money.
So you're saying that in many of these scams, there's just no way to get their money back?
Exactly. The only way to get your money back is if the police find the person, arrest them, and they still have your money, which a lot of the scammers are not in this country.
Right.
So there's not really a way to go around the world and find them. And even if they do, they don't have your money anymore. They spent it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the scammers, I would say, like you said, they're from different countries.
Yes.
So you hear a lot of people with the dialect, the Indian dialect, the African dialect.
Right.
I get a lot of those calls.
Right. And they'll say they're with a legitimate business. Or you'll get an email that looks legitimate. It says Amazon on it. And here, call us. Log in right here. And you do thinking you're actually speaking to them. And you're not. They have somehow bypassed that phone number, gotten them to you, and you've given them access and given them your money.
Can you tell us some specific scams that you know about?
There's one that has been going on for the past couple of years where you get a call from someone who says, I'm either the FBI, I am with Social Security. We're investigating these criminals that have stolen your Social Security number. They have all your financial information. And in order to prosecute them, we need to secure your money. So we need you to max out your credit cards. We see that you have all these credit cards. They will list the cards that you have. They know what cards you have. And we want you to go buy Bitcoin or gold and max out your credit card. With your Bitcoin, email it to this email address. Then go to your bank, withdraw all your money, convert it to Bitcoin or gold. We'll tell you where to drop off the gold, or here's the email to send the Bitcoin. Once we have prosecuted these individuals, we'll give you your money back. Well, of course, once you give them any money, you can never contact them again. They don't respond. They are gone.
They got what they
wanted.
wanted.
So is your money, because you have willingly given it to them. There's ways to protect yourself if you get that call. Bottom line is, don't give anybody any money, ever. You get a call like that sounds funny, call your credit cards, freeze them. Call the credit bureaus, put a freeze on all of your credit. That way nobody can see even what cards you have. It's frozen.
Well, I have a question. How do they know what credit cards you have? I guess it's the information that's out there.
It is out there. It is out there. There's ways, like they can be very technologically savvy and be able to get into, say, the credit bureaus, and they can start with your social media. They get your name. They get your birth date. They can randomly just make calls to financial institutions and say they're you.
And get pieces of information.
Just get little bit. They don't even know you actually have a card, but they've called, and now this person says they found your name.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. A lot of times they don't have all of your information. They literally only have a small portion, and it's what you start telling them. So a lot of times they'll call. I've had someone call me and say, hey, now I have no credit card debt at all whatsoever. I haven't had a credit card in almost 20 years. They don't know that, but they do see that you had a credit card. You know, you can look up information about anybody online and get a small portion.
Okay.
And so when they called me and said, hey, we want to help you pay off your credit card. So I said, well, which credit card is that? And they go, well, you know which one it is. I'm like, but if you're calling me to pay off my credit card, then obviously you know what credit card it is, so tell me what it is. Yeah. And so when they couldn't tell me, then I shared with them, sir, I haven't had a credit card in 20 years, and I get ClickUp. So one thing is looking at making sure we know all the information about our own selves, and then not giving people information.
Not being so free to talk.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, sometimes, especially older people, they're so excited to have somebody to call them and talk to them on the phone, they just start rambling information. And so unless it's your power of attorney, your daughter or your son, you know, someone that you know you're giving this to because they help you take care of this stuff, then don't give out any information at all. I don't care if they call you and tell you that somebody about to die and they need this money. Call whoever your power of attorney is if you're somebody older, or you know what, let me call my daughter and make sure of this, or let me call my son and make sure of this.
No, the reach out, have somebody to have your back.
Exactly.
Now, Pat, you mentioned the social media aspect.
Yes.
And so I would like to hear your opinion on that. How can, what can people do for themselves as far as the social media?
Well, for one thing, don't share everything. And if you love your pet and you really just love sharing about your pet's name, don't ever use that as a password.
Exactly.
Okay.
Use a password for something that is so ridiculous. My favorite vegetable as a child, Brussels sprouts.
Really? As a child?
Exactly. You know your answer is Brussels sprouts. But or make your password nothing to do with your hint question. Yeah. My favorite dessert is Bob.
Well, it could be.
It could be, but it's not something that someone's going to find on social media. Don't be so fast to put out there that your kind of car, your favorite car, your first car. Anytime you get those things like, this is a fun game.
Yes.
What's your favorite food? What's a country you want to visit? What was your first car, your first job? The person who asked you may be completely honest. We're just having fun. But scammers see that.
Yes.
Oh, well, my Facebook is locked. If you let somebody make a comment, everybody who's ever commented on their Facebook can see yours.
Exactly.
And it goes right on down the chain. So you think it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not. And anybody calls you, I'll call you back. There's nothing in this world that is that urgent.
So
Just
with
never.
that being said, you said anybody calls you, I'll call you back. I would like to say sleep on it.
Exactly. Nobody that needs money right now is going to die in the next 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are, they can't use the money anyway.
Thank you. Exactly.
You know?
So there's nothing.
If they're going to die, they can't use
Right.
it.
Right.
Exactly. Like no doctor is calling you and saying, we're ready with anesthesia and the scalpel, but we refuse to start
Right.
until you give me your credit card.
Exactly.
That is not happening. So
Yet.
anyone who pressures you, no,
Yeah.
something's wrong there. Your bells and whistles need to start going on.
So when people phone calls, and not just phone calls, people, in your face too, when they're putting the pressure on for you to do something, take a step back,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
And just sleep on it.
Yeah.
Even if it's a child outside a store taking donations for their club,
Yeah.
their sports club, or to help children in the area. I have seen where somebody wanted to put $40 and what went through on their credit card was $4,000.
Get
Yeah.
out. What?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So there's scams out there that you mentioned, and there's ways that we can protect ourselves, but there is a whole lot more that we would like to touch on this topic. But meanwhile, I like to introduce to the boomers a book that I wrote called Blend for Life.
Yes.
It's not a scam.
It's actually real. I've
It's
seen it.
real, that's right. And it comes from a real place, a place of passion where I want to let people know how to take care of themselves.
Yes.
I wrote that book inspired by the fact that I had colon cancer and I wanted to help myself and I didn't know what to do. And I figured what I could do for myself was start eating right, taking in anything I ate, it should be right and tight for me. And so I passed that on in my book, Blend for Life, that can be found on Amazon. Everything is on Amazon. Everything. For the love of baby boomers. We'll be back.